everyone, and welcome back to Remote Only Hub, where I help you go remote and get unstuck. In this week's video, we're talking about 5 remote jobs in healthcare that are entry-level and hiring now. So let's get into it. So the first job I have for you guys today is through United Health Group, and they are actually the parent company of both United Healthcare and Optum. And so from their homepage, there's actually a very quick way to get to their careers tab. So it's actually in the top right-hand corner. They have careers, and then they also have Optum and United Healthcare if you want to head to those websites. But we will jump straight into the careers tab. All right, and all we've filtered for here is just remote, customer, and that's all I put in. It's best to just search for the keyword customer because it would pull up customer support, customer service, customer representative. So there's many different keywords a company might use in a position title for just customer support representative. So as you can see here, there's several different customer service type roles available, most of them being remote. And then you do have them being offered through both United Healthcare and then their other company, Optum. And so we'll hop right into the customer service representative, national remote. And the first thing I want to point out here is the pay. So if you reside in any of these states that they have listed in bold here, the pay range is from $16 an hour to $27.31 an hour. And again, this is an entry-level role. It will be full-time Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The primary responsibility of the role will be answering patient calls and researching and resolving issues for clients, as well as reviewing claims to make sure that specific billing requirements are met, follow up on billing, and determine and apply appropriate adjustments, and updating accounts as well. And what I like about this role is that all they're requiring is a high school diploma or GED and 3 years of customer service experience analyzing and solving customer problems, or 3 years experience in an office setting environment. So if you'd like, you can pause here and read more about the role, but for now, let's move on to the next one. So this is another position through United Health Group, but under the company Optum, and this is for a collections representative in West Coast US, but still remote. You do have to be in one of the following states that they have in bold up here, and then really quickly, I just want to point out, it is a full-time Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., and that would likely be in the Pacific time zone. Some of the responsibilities of the role would include performing research on various computer systems and documenting customer information regarding status, payment expectations, notes of conversations, and other relevant information. Use mail, email, and phones to contact customers to discuss, negotiate payment, and resolve outstanding medical bill, account, and balances, and obtain agreement on potential balance payoff and/or payment terms within the stated level of authority and guideline limits. So really, this is your standard collections role. And so you would be handling both inbound and outbound calls with this role. And again, they only want you to have a high school diploma or GED, 2 years of recent medical insurance collections experience, but if you have any experience in collections, I would still apply. They do want you to have knowledge and experience with medical terminology, be literate in Microsoft Office, Excel, Word, and Outlook, and their preferred qualifications are listed here. So 2+ years of experience working in healthcare insurance, 1 year working in a professional office setting, familiar with claims forms, and a working knowledge of ICD-10 codes. However, these are preferred, not required. And down at the bottom here, you can see that their pay is $16 an hour to $31.44 an hour if you live in the states that are bolded right here. And before moving on to our next company, I do want to mention that if you are interested in applying with United Health Group, there are several other jobs available in different departments, and both mid-range and entry-level are available as well. So you can check those out on their career page, but for now, let's move on to company number 2. All right, so our second company is Cigna Healthcare, so just another healthcare company, and we will just hop straight to their careers. So I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom and hit their careers section. In the customer service category, we have quite a few different roles open: customer service representative, grievance customer service lead representative. We have eligibility. So let's hop into the customer service representative. And this is a fully remote position. And this is call center type customer service roles. They do say you'll take an average of 50 to 100 calls a day. The calls are typically back to back, and you are navigating through several systems at once. These calls will typically be regarding medical, dental, and pharmacy claims and benefits on individual family plans. They do only require a high school diploma, 1 year of customer service experience, and they require that you have a hardwired internet connection with speeds of at least 10 megabytes per second download and 5 upload. The pay for this position is $17 to $22 an hour, depending on both experience and your location. And as you can see on the sidebar on the right here, there are several other customer service type roles that you can apply for. And with that, let's move on to the third company. So the third company I have for you today is through WellSense Health Plan, and they are actually a nonprofit health insurance company serving more than 740,000 members across Massachusetts and New Hampshire through Medicare, individual and family, and Medicaid plans. So while they are Massachusetts and New Hampshire specific as far as healthcare goes, they don't have that many state restrictions, and you'll see that as we get into the role. So to get to their careers page, you'll just need to scroll all the way to the bottom of their home page, and under About WellSense, there's careers. We'll go ahead and browse jobs, and then I like to immediately filter for remote. However, there's already a ton of remote jobs popping up here. So on the first page here, we have Benefit Administration Program Specialist, Benefit Administration Manager. So let's go ahead and take a look at this role. And so the first thing that I want to point out is that, again, although they are New Hampshire and Massachusetts specific, they do have the following list of states which they do employ in. And so you can pause and take a look to see if your state's on this list. But for now, I'll move on. So the hourly rate for this role is $19.50. It is a Monday through Friday role, so no weekends, and the hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. And this is just your typical call center type role. However, they do have here that call length can vary widely from 5 minutes to 45 minutes or more. So that's kind of nice, because then you're not taking back-to-back calls. You might be spending 45 minutes with a client just helping them with their account and resolving any issues they may have. And as we scroll down here, you'll see that all they require is a high school diploma or equivalent. They do prefer a bachelor's degree, but again, it's not a requirement. And they do prefer that you have previous customer service experience, but it says it's okay if you haven't worked in a call center before, because they will train you. So as you can see, this is a great entry-level role because they're not requiring much. So if you'd like to apply, you can click on the Apply Now down here. But for now, let's move on to our next company. And so the next company I have for you is Teladoc Health. And so they offer virtual primary care, mental health, chronic care, and everything in between. They offer healthcare solutions for individuals, for employers, and for organizations. So from their main page, you can scroll down to the bottom to get to their careers tab. And so we're looking at two different roles today. One role is going to be a consult support specialist, and the other is a client service representative. So I'm just going to search client service representative. And there it is. So it says the client services representative will primarily be accountable for supporting in the ongoing day-to-day operations of client accounts. In addition, the client service representative is the main point of contact for triage and navigation from inquiry to resolution and facilitation of process improvement based on issue tracking and trends. And under the roles and responsibilities, it says you'll be the lead point of contact for all operational matters specific to customers, handling both inbound and outbound calls in servicing multiple client accounts, and ensuring the timely and successful delivery of resolutions to customer needs. You'll assist with high severity requests or issue escalations as needed, and you'll communicate with clients and internal partners. They have a list of skill requirements and preferences, but all they're requiring here is an associate's degree and 2 years of account or client management experience in the healthcare industry. And so this role is a great step up if you already have your associate's degree, and the pay is from $40,000 to $52,000 a year. And so let's hop into our next role, which is the Consult Support Specialist. The shift is from 2 to 10:30 p.m. and that is in Central Standard Time. And the Consult Support Specialist is responsible for real-time monitoring of multiple dashboards and addressing member and provider escalations across multiple states, systems, and product lines. The Consult Support Specialist is expected to provide exceptional customer service, troubleshooting to solve for root cause, escalating to internal and external stakeholders, and delivering corrective action in a timely manner using clear and concise communication. Now, they do talk about KPIs here, which are key performance indicators, and you will be responsible for reviewing, analyzing, and researching various data points that could impact those KPIs. Also, in relation to the KPIs, you'll identify and document daily trends and communicate those, and you'll provide detailed documentation, shift notes, and maintain a professional rapport with network providers to offer real-time assistance and ensure they have the appropriate access to systems and tools necessary to perform consults. You'll also act as a liaison between IT and operations to ensure there are no technical or system issues, and you'll also have to have experience with HIPAA, which is the Health Information Portability and Accountability Act. And they do have this candidate profile here with a list of their desired skills for potential candidates. And finally, the pay for this position is $21 an hour to $23 per hour. So let's move on to our last company for the day, American Specialty Health. And American Specialty Health provides health plans, employer groups, insurance carriers, and trust funds with a wide range of health management, fitness, and exercise. And as you can see right up top here, they do have a careers tab, so we'll head right to it. And as you can see, most, if not all, of their roles are remote, and so there are several to choose from. The pay is a little lower than I'd typically like to see for these types of roles, but then as we scroll down into customer service, they do also have customer service roles, nights and weekends, and these are paying $15 an hour as well. And what I like about this role is that they don't have any state restrictions. And so if you're based in California or New York, which are two of, I would say, the most highly excluded states, this might be a good entry-level role for you. They start out at $15 an hour, and then within the first year, you can see a raise up to $16 an hour plus merit. They do have additional bonus opportunities at 6, 12, and 24 months based off performance. And again, this role is a call center type job where you will be answering incoming calls, transferring callers to various departments, documenting all calls, and looking up member info and answering any questions they may have. They're only requiring a high school diploma, 1 year experience in customer service, inbound call center experience is preferred, but other than that, the only other requirement I could see on here is that they do require that you have a high-speed internet connection. They will provide equipment, but your internet must at least have speeds of 50 megabytes per second download and 10 upload. And so let's move on to our last company for the day, and this one I am excited about because they have several roles available, and this is through CVS Health. You should be somewhat familiar with them. They do have locations all across the US. They are similar to like Rite Aid or Walgreens. They are just a retail drugstore, but they have expanded into many other things as well. They do have Aetna, which is their own brand of health insurance. They also have Caremark, and they just closed an acquisition on Oak Street Health as well. So CVS is always expanding, so there's many opportunities through their various companies. And so let's hop into some of their roles. From this main careers page, you'll scroll down to the search bar, and all you'll type in is remote customer. And so that will bring up the majority of the open roles that we'll be looking at today. But an additional filter that you can throw on is over here on the left-hand side under remote jobs. Just click fully remote. And there we are. Here is a huge list of fully remote customer service jobs that are open right now. But before we get into one of the customer service representative roles, we will also take a look at a prior authorization representative role. All right, so we'll breeze through these last couple jobs. So the first one is for a prior authorization representative, and this person will serve as the initial point of contact for requests from members and providers, and will transfer and or escalate calls as necessary to technicians or pharmacists for assistance. To be successful in this role, you will need to be proficient in pronouncing drug names and diagnosis and recognizing medical terminology. The pay for this position is $17 an hour to $27 an hour, and unfortunately there is no hours or time zone listed. But let's move on to the next role. So this is for a customer service representative for candidates in the Central Standard Time Zone and the Pacific Standard Time Zone only. And this position will handle customer service inquiries and problems via telephone, internet, web chat, or written correspondence, and will educate members on their plans, tools, and resources to help guide them, as well as assist customers in understanding components of Aetna's products, including claims, usage imbalances, and cost sharing. So really, you're explaining plan benefits, costs that members might incur, and helping educate them on where to go for resources and help. So they have quite a long list of different tasks that you'll be performing with this job. The pay is $17 to $27 per hour. They require only a high school diploma or equivalent experience, and they do also say under required qualifications that your customer service experiences in a transaction-based environment such as a call center or retail location is preferred. So let's move on to the next role, and that is also for a customer service representative, but this is in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. It says this position starts at $17.50 an hour. The schedule is Monday through Friday, and the hours are 9:30 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, this is a call center type role, and you will serve as the single point of contact, answering questions and resolving issues for customers, educating and assisting them on various elements of their benefit plan information and available services. You can read more about the various tasks of this job position. All right, and we'll move on to our next role. So this is also a customer service representative in both the Eastern Standard Time Zone and the Central Standard Time Zone. And this is a Medicare Retiree Solution customer service position. Training will be 11 weeks, Monday through Friday. The training hours are 8-hour shifts between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. in your local time zone, and the shift will also be in 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in your local time zone. It does say that the $17.50 per hour starting is non-negotiable, and again, you'll be educating members on their plan benefits, answering questions, and resolving issues. And this will be a phone position. And that's the last role that I have here with CVS, but one thing I do want to point out is the job ID. So if you play back the previous positions that I've shown, the job ID will be different on all of them. So this increases your chances of securing a job through CVS because you can go ahead and apply to each and every one of these customer service positions because they all have a different job ID. And I find with CVS, those that have gotten hired have applied multiple times. You'll just want to ensure that you have at least 1 year of customer service experience on your resume, and it is best to tailor your resume to suit some of the job duties they have listed on each of these positions. And that's all I have for you guys today, but if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I do post videos just like this every week. And if you're looking for a remote entry-level or mid-range job, you won't want to miss it.